let's start. How do you say this? Well, I would change it. Okay. How do you say inventar, idear, crear? How do you say this in English?
Came up with,
Come up with, come
come
up
up
with,
with.
come up with. In this case, las colocaciones que más se usan con come up with tendríamos, como dirías, por ejemplo, perdón, come up with an idea, come up with a slogan, come up with a concept, come
Mhm.
up with a headline. Did you understand? Okay.
Yes.
Is it easy for you to come up with maybe a concept, a headline, a tagline?
Well, usually it is easy for me,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes there are difficult challenges.
Ok, ok. Como dirías, inventémonos un adjetivo que se usa para tagline es la palabra killer. A
Killer.
killer tagline. Ok, killer tagline. Ok,
Uh, let's come up
with killer tagline.
with a
Maybe
killer
for
tagline.
summer beers for this product, for an
Yes.
item. Okay, people usually use the word come up with a headline, a tagline, an idea, etc. Okay,
Okay.
how do you say this? Esta campaña destaca, puede ser también lanzar al mercado el producto.
Uh, to
Whiteboard.
launch the product.
Launch the product. Launch the product es sí, lanzar al mercado. Vale, genial. A lo que voy es como que a destacar o a resaltar.
To highlight something.
No, bring out, bring out. No te preocupes, estoy abriendo mi whiteboard para
Okay.
poder apoyarte.
Bring out.
Bring out, resaltar. Yes, destacar. Eso es
Okay.
bring out. Bring
Bring.
out. Ok, por ejemplo, quiero decir que esta campaña resalta el sabor natural.
Okay. Resaltar.
¿Cómo diría eso?
This campaign bring out the natural flavor.
This, I'm sorry, ahora sí, creo que sí se ve. Sí.
Yes.
Okay. This campaign brings out, brings out the natural taste. The natural taste. Okay. Any questions?
No. Got it.
Ahora sí, this campaign brings out the natural taste. You can also say that bring out the best, bring out the product. You see,
Okay.
sometimes companies they want to bring out a product, so they pay for advertisement on social media
Okay.
because they want to bring out. Yeah, I know the word highlight. It is okay, but bring out for me is even better. Okay,
Okay.
bring out.
Bring
Any
out.
questions?
No. Got it.
Okay, how do you say destacar algo importante? Destacar algo importante. Ya sabemos que bring out es destacar, ¿cierto?
Point out.
Point out means señalar algo.
Okay.
No
Okay.
solamente con el dedo, sino de mencionar. Tú lo vas a usar con una característica, con un mensaje. A eso me refiero.
Okay.
Ujú.
Destacar. I don't know.
Destacar es call, call out, call out.
Call
Yes, call out. Por ejemplo, ¿cómo dirías? Destaquemos la frescura en cada sorbo. ¿Cómo podría decir eso?
Uh, let's call out the
Out
freshness in
the fresh in every
every
sip, in every sip, in every sip. Okay.
sip.
So we say call out a feature, call out a message, call out something. Okay. These
Okay.
two phrases website, like they're very useful. We also have breakdown. What does it mean, breakdown? Breakdown. For example, when I want to explain grammar, when I want to explain grammar. So I have to break down the process. I have to break down the class, break down the strategy. You see?
Yes, breakdown.
Break
Okay,
down means analizar paso a paso.
okay,
Okay? You break down a message, you break down a process, you break down a strategy. Did you understand? Breakdown.
yes. And
So
breakdown, it is also used to say I break down with my girlfriend.
no, no, no. This is break up. Break up
Break
with.
up. Okay,
Break up with. But you can also say my car broke down yesterday. My car broke down yesterday.
se malogró.
Stop working. Stop working. Dejó de funcionar. Se malogró.
Okay,
We use breakdown for machines, break up with a relationship, and breakdown. You try to explain step by step. You see what I'm saying?
yes. And
Okay.
break up is just for relationships.
Yes, just for relationships. For relationships, you break up with your girlfriend, with your boyfriend, with someone, with someone, with someone.
Okay.
Um, you mentioned the word lounge, right? Lunch,
Yes.
lounge. Yes. Well, people usually say rollout. Have you heard rollout?
No.
Rollout means lanzar una campaña.
To roll
That's
out.
why that's why people on TikTok say we want to roll out a campaign. You see? We never say we want to launch a campaign. We say roll out. Roll out a product range, a new line. You see? These are
Yes.
kind of collocations. These are kind of collocations. Campaign, new line, and product range rollout. Por ejemplo, ¿cómo diríamos? Bueno, estamos listos para lanzar un nuevo sabor.
And we are ready to roll out a new flavor.
We're ready to roll out our new flavor. You see? Our new flavor.
Roll out. Okay, roll out.
Yeah. Um,
And rollout is just a marketing term.
yeah, I mean, but it is a marketing term, but people usually say roll out when they have to maybe lanzar algo, I mean, presentar algo.
Okay,
Normalmente se usa in the marketing field. I don't usually use this word when I talk to my friends.
okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, because you never launch a product, do you?
No.
No, but when you're talking about companies, it is pretty common. You say this company is rolling out a new product. You see?
Okay, but can I say, okay, roll out your brand if you are
If
making.
you're ready, yes.
Okay,
If you're ready, roll out. Roll out. I really like it, roll out.
okay,
Okay. Recuerda lo siguiente, rollout es lanzar algo, como un producto, servicio, una campaña. Eso es rollout. Me gusta mucho you can roll out your brand.
okay,
Bien dicho. Okay. You can roll out, I can roll out a course. I can roll out a speaking course. You can roll out your own agency.
okay,
Lanzas
roll
un
out.
producto o un servicio. Me gusta mucho rollout. Rollout, rollout. Any question up to this point?
No.
So at the companies, or what do the companies you work with usually roll out?
Well, we usually roll out campaigns
Campaigns about what?
about advertisement of one of our products.
Okay, okay, nice. Well, that this is roll out. When the company wants to roll out a new product, you have to think about a new way to promote the product, right? You
Okay,
have to you have to think a new idea. Is that correct? I mean, it is correct, but don't say it in this way. You have to create a new idea. Change it.
okay. I have to
I have
came
to
to come up with a new
come
idea.
up with a new idea that is better. I feel more
Okay,
comfortable. I feel like both are from the US and we can understand each other.
Perfect.
I don't want to say understand each other. For example, it's weird when I use that word, but I prefer to use get across.
Get across.
Get across. For example, I don't remember, but long time ago there was a beer, and they roll out like a can beer. It looks like a beer, but it was water.
Okay.
They wanted to get across a message, a different message. They wanted to get across a different message. What is get across?
Eh, dar a entender.
Comunicar claramente. Okay. You can also want to get across messages. You want to get across feelings or values.
Okay, get across.
Okay. Sometimes, for example, when you mention like a campaign that you wanted, you wanted to get across a sense of adventure. I'm not pretty sure, but you mentioned that it went with a QR. I could go to a party, I guess. So you
Yes.
want to get across the sense of adventure, the sense of bravery. You see,
Okay.
tú quieres dar a entender qué cosa quieres entender, este sentimiento, este sentido de valentía with this campaign. Imagine
Okay.
that you give a presentation and you say, well, this campaign wants to get across a sense of achievement, a sense of bravery, a sense of something. Queremos
Okay.
dar a entender esto, use it. So before we roll out this product, before we roll out this campaign, we need to break down the strategy. You see?
Yes,
What
perfect.
does break down the strategy? What does it mean?
Analizar paso a paso la estrategia.
Yeah. So that's why I want to call out the features. I want to call out the features. What is call out the features?
Destacar las
Yes,
cualidades.
exactly. So after we call out the unique features, we want to what? Let me scroll up. We want to bring out this new taste. You see? We want to bring out this new taste. Bring out is similar to call out.
Okay.
Yes, don't forget about that. And
Good.
and of course, you know the phrase that we come up with. Any questions? So you see how I connect the words? I connect
Yes.
the words. This is what I want you to do.
Okay.
Okay. Any question up to this point?
No, everything is clear.
And then we have this phrase that we call turning into, turning into,
Turn into.
turning into. Turning into means to transform, to transform. For example, when you have an idea, you want to transform this idea into a campaign, into an ad. You see,
Okay.
you
Okay.
turn you turn something into something. Okay,
Okay. Turn
you
into.
turn your dreams into reality. You can turn your ideas into ads. You can turn into maybe what? What pops into my head? Messages into a story. You see, you want to turn mock-ups into a viral video. You see, you
Yes.
understand? Turn into to transform. I will write here some collocations, some common collocations. So we say turn an idea into an ad, turn a message into a story. Okay. Do you remember the word insight?
Yes.
So you can say that let's turn the insight into a viral video. What is the insight? Insight is all information it's relevant, which is relevant for maybe people to make a decision.
Turn the inside.
This is
Okay.
the insight. Okay. I know that you sometimes play around with taglines. Is that correct? Do you play around with taglines?
Yes.
What does it mean? What is play around with?
Eh, trabajar con. Play
It's
around.
This is como que you check. For example, sometimes I need to play around with topics in order to see if you feel comfortable with the class.
Okay.
experimentar creativamente. Okay, play around with. Play around with. Play around with, you can say visuals, taglines. For example, I am recording a video, okay, for my TikTok account, and I want to play around with maybe transitions. I want to play around with maybe a tagline. Why not? I want to play around with colors, with shapes in this video. This is play around with.
Okay,
Do you
experimentar.
usually play around with your taglines, or you can do it? I mean, there is a process you have to follow.
Yes, I usually play around with the taglines a lot.
And then you see, does it sound good? Does it sound good? Do you like it? Now,
Yes.
we usually play around. For example, imagine I am a designer. Okay, I am a designer, and you want me to create your logo, right? So I need to play around with maybe with shapes, with forms, with images, and then I say, "Do you like it?" No, and then I play again. You see,
Okay. Yes.
this is what I will use. And then we have the phrase over shake up. This is the last one. Shake up. Shake up,
Okay.
shake up, shake up. What does it mean? Remember that sometimes um let me check it.
Shake up.
I guess that Starlink is shaking up the industry.
Revolucionar.
Exactly. Exactly.
Shake up.
Shake up the industry, traditional arts. For example, I am not sure, but Duolingo is, well, he shook up the industry of languages because he created a character, and this character is pretty famous. You know, everybody knows the O. You see?
Yo. Yes.
Yeah, this is the O. So, for example, how do you say, nosotros queremos innovar el marketing de la cerveza artesanal? Wow, that's really hard.
It is. It's not shake up.
Yes, it is shake up.
Okay.
We
So
want to what?
we want to shake up the. Uh, what do you
Marketing
say? What do you
de,
say?
marketing de cerveza artesanal.
We want to shake up the marketing of uh,
No, beer marketing.
the beer marketing.
Beer
We want to
marketing.
shake
Y
up the
como
beer
es
market,
artesanal, we say craft
the
beer
craft beer
marketing.
market. This
Did
brand
you
wants
understand?
to shake up craft. It's without the craft beer marketing.
Remember that we omit the definite article when the idea is general. You never say
Okay.
people. You never say the love, the people. No, you say people love because you are maybe mention a general. You're mentioning a general idea, right?
Yes.
For example, let's read this sentence. We could bring out the natural ingredients or call out the fact that it's brewed locally. What do you think? What does it mean?
We could bring out the natural ingredients or call out the fact that is brewed locally.
Yeah, but
Eh,
what is the difference? What does it mean?
Podemos destacar los ingredientes naturales. Podemos resaltar los ingredientes naturales o destacar el hecho de que es preparada de manera local.
Okay, okay. ¿Tú notas alguna diferencia entre bring out y call out o para ti da lo mismo?
Mm, ¿Son similares?
Son bien similares. Hay, hay ligeras diferencias. Vamos a analizar, por ejemplo, a ver, voy a escribir una oración por aquí.
Perhaps.
Doesn't bring craftsmanship behind.
What's the meaning of craftsmanship?
Craftsmanship es como que la persona que hace.
Ok, ok, ok.
Podría ser craftsman, en este caso es el proceso. Dice, este anuncio resalta el proceso de creación antes de cada.
Sorbo.
A ver, déjame crear una oración. Tun, 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 tun. A ver qué se me ocurre. Vamos a buscar esta palabra en el diccionario. Ok, aquí te mando otro ejemplito. Eso es lo que encontré. Brew with 100% local hops proudly made here. Ya,
Brew.
mira.
Is just for beers
Mira, es que es como decir añejado, podría hacerse la oración añeja. ¿Existe para las cervezas?
o fermentado.
Ese mejor prefiero yo.
Okay, brew it. Yes,
Eh,
it's
eh,
a common word it's a
ah,
common word in the beer industry.
and the beer industry. Yeah, that's true. A
Yes,
ver,
we
veamos.
use a lot brewed longer.
Can you repeat?
Brewed longer.
Ok. Brew viene de la cerveza.
Ajá. Brewed
Exacto.
longer es como un proceso de elaboración
De la cerveza.
prolongado.
Ok. Brew longer. Yeah, that's correct. Mira, ¿qué se me puede ocurrir aquí entre estas dos? La primera dice que este anuncio resalta. ¿Qué cosa es lo que resalta?
El
Como que
proceso
el proceso artesanal, ¿vale? El proceso artesanal detrás de cada sip. Un sip, ¿cómo lo interpretas?
sorbo.
Sí, ¿vale? Am, y el otro, ¿qué es lo que dice? Añejado, fermentado,
Ajá. With
fermentado
100%.
más con local hops, ¿qué crees que sea? Es el lúpulo, ¿vale?
Okay,
El
hops.
hops es el lúpulo.
Proudly made.
Entonces, dice como que elaborada o cerveza elaborada con un lúpulo local de la mejor calidad o 100% local, ¿cierto?
Okay,
¿Y qué es lo que nosotros entendemos? Mira, ambos se traduce como resaltar o no.
yes.
En la primera, a ver, that's really hard to explain. No había pensado en cómo poder explicarte la diferencia.
Brings out.
A ver, acá te pongo otro ejemplo. The packaging calls out the 100% organic ingredients. Ok, acá te dejo otro. We need to call out the product's award-winning formula. You see? Well, let's go with this. This campaign brings out the beer's freshness and the new design brings out. A ver, analicemos acá. Mira, dice, el packaging, no sé cómo traducir el packaging. El packaging resalta los ingredientes 100% orgánicos,
Okay,
¿cierto? Pero lo señala explícitamente, no sé si me dejo entender, porque claramente se ve allí, ¿cierto?
okay.
Es visible. En la siguiente, we need to call out the product's award-winning formula. Es como que nosotros necesitamos destacar la fórmula ganadora del producto, ¿cierto?
Ajá.
Directamente lo menciona, o sea, lo muestras,
Okay.
¿ok? En cambio, la otra, el bring out, dice, la campaña resalta la frescura de la cerveza. El otro sería, el nuevo diseño resalta la personalidad juguetona de la marca.
Brings
En
out.
este caso,
Playful.
como que muestras algo que no se puede ver,
Okay,
¿cierto?
okay.
Entonces, yo te podría decir que la diferencia entre bring out es que el call out es literalmente con texto, con un texto, con un símbolo, con algo
Mostrar,
visual.
como mostrar,
No, es
o
que
sea,
significa
resaltar a través de lo
es a
visual.
través de algo visual, algo que se puede percibir, algo que se ve. ¿Ok?
Okay,
Por ejemplo, hay algo que dice 100% malt o en hops, que es como que 100% malta y lúpulo, dice algo así. ¿Vale?
okay.
Hay un sello grandote que hay. ¿Qué más te podría decir? Lo pones literalmente sin ningún rodeo porque quieres que el mensaje, you want to get across the message directly, you see?
Okay.
En cambio, el bring out es como que algo más creativo a través del diseño, un tono de imagen, Podría ser una foto espumosa de la cerveza. No me estás diciendo que es 100% espumosa, si no me pones la imagen. Es más
Okay,
sutil, artístico. En cambio, el otro
okay,
es más directo. A esa te podría decir la diferencia.
okay, okay. Got it.
You got it? So, cuando tú tienes que destacar algo, tienes que fijarte si lo haces directo o lo haces de forma sutil.
Okay,
Ok, tú dirías, we want to bring out, bring out, queremos resaltar la frescura de la cerveza, o sea, de una manera sutil.
okay.
En cambio, el otro no, the packaging calls out the 100% of grand ingredients, quiere decir que al packaging pack le han metido un sello que dice, así como los transgénicos,
Mm-hmm.
igual. Ok, did you
Okay.
understand that part?
Yes, very clear.
Te
Clear.
podría decir que es la diferencia, la verdad. No more, I guess. Sometimes it's really difficult to, that's why people think that coming up with taglines, coming up with, this process of copywriting, it's very hard because you want to get across a message through words. That is
Mm-hmm.
even more difficult, you see.
Yes.
Images, it could be easy for some people. Okay, I'm not saying that this is easy, but this is my thought. Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so I have some questions here. Dun, 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 here. So now look at this. Before we define a slogan, let's test the focus group. What do you think? What is the answer?
Let's mm, before we roll out the final slogan, let's see
That's great.
with
Let's
some
test
focus.
it with some focus group. Yeah, the focus group, this word, right?
Yes. Very.
Recuerda, roll out es lanzar, pero para poder diferenciarlo de launch, yo te diría que roll out es como de manera oficial.
Okay.
Sometimes we roll out with a featuring, with a collaboration. You see, you sometimes maybe contact an influencer or something like that, and you roll out a product. You see.
Okay.
What about number two? This image really.
This image really brings out the product refreshing taste
Exactly. Why not call out?
because the
You
taste
can see it.
isn't is
Visible.
isn't is visible.
It is visible, but it is very subtle. You see. O sea, sí es visible, pero de una forma sutil. No me lo muestras directamente con 100% sutil, con un logo, con un icono, con una palabra. No, es más like artistic.
Okay.
Okay. En este caso, vale, vamos bien. Number three, what do you think?
We need to the headline in Spanish for the Latin. We need to translate the headline into Spanish.
Yeah, but there is another
Into?
turn. We need to turn the headline into Spanish. Tenemos que
Okay, okay.
transformar el headline a español. En este caso, turn into something también se puede traducir como traducir.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Sí, pero no en ese sentido de que, o sea, de traducir. Por ejemplo, sometimes you need to turn an idea into a project. You need to
Mhm.
turn your thoughts into facts. You
Okay.
see? That's
Yes.
what I'm trying to say. In this case, vamos a transformar, pero, o sea, convertir el titular al español, el headline. The next
Okay.
one, number four, what do you think?
Let's play around with some playful words before we decide.
Let's play around with some playful words. Yeah, for example, when people are brainstorming and you need to maybe get ideas, you play around with the ideas. I this is a good example. I don't remember, but when you took exams in the past and you didn't know the answer, you play with the options, right? And
Yes.
then you check. Now this is the best, and you play around with the options. That's a good
Okay.
example of the phrase that we're playing around with. And the
Okay.
last one,
How can we get across the how can we get across the message that this is eco-friendly beer?
Yes, ¿no? ¿Cómo podemos nosotros comunicar o transmitir el mensaje de que esto es una cerveza ecoamigable?
Okay.
These phrasal verbs, trust me, they are not only just for the marketing field. I usually use these phrases when I teach business classes or when I talk to people, and they are very useful, of course. For example, I was checking that Nintendo will roll out the new Pokemon Champions, which is a new app, for example, and they use the word roll out. They didn't say lunch because we usually, in a different field like programming, lunch is when they have a version,
Okay. Okay.
right? So this is like the difference, okay?
Perfect. Got it.
Um, any question up to this point?
No.
Okay. Okay. Let me check it. What else? What else? What else can I teach you? Okay. Dun dun dun. Okay, so let's create like slogans for different products. Okay. Are you really good at like coming up with ideas for slogans for different products?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Let's check it out. The product is energy drink.
Okay.
Another premium, a younger perfume and beer without alcohol. So I want you to create a slogan, but with one of the phrasal verbs you learned in the class. What?
Okay. Okay. Um,
How do you? How is your? Can you break down the process? I mean, can you explain? You see,
uh,
what do
how
you?
how how I do it? Do you want me to explain how I do it
Yeah, how
normally?
do you come out with the idea? I mean, how do you break out the process? Break out the steps you follow.
Okay. First of all, for an slogan, we play around with the keywords of the brand or the keywords we want to get across the target.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. For my brand, the cat beer, a keyword was bravery.
The bribery.
Yes, so
Okay.
we play around with words to came up with the slogan we got.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
this is your process. So, for example, for an energy drink,
uh, well, mm, 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 let me think. I think a keyword could be power. So
exactly.
it could be an slogan, the power you need to turn into uh,
Or for example, you can also use phrase or verbs like como que pon empodérate could be leveléate, súbete de nivel. How do you say that in English?
it could be. I was thinking in bring out your power
Bring out the power. Yeah, bring out the power can be como que resalta.
or bring out your power.
Bring out your power. Resalta tu poder. Claro, como que destaca tu poder. Bring out your power
Yes, or
when you
bring out
want.
your energy. I don't know.
Destaca tu energía. Yeah, that
Yes,
could be.
bring out your better version.
Bring out your better version. Destaca tu mejor versión. Nice. Y lo haces de forma sutil.
Okay,
You see? Okay, that could be. What about for the ice cream, the premium ice cream? What would
premium.
you say?
Mm, okay,
What do you think about that one?
premium ice cream. Okay, like I don't know, Magnum. It's a premium ice cream brand.
Mm-hmm.
It could be like shaking up the taste.
Shaking up the taste. What do you understand when I say shake up?
Revolucionar.
Revoluciona.
It could be
I guess I guess that I
revolucionando
would
el
use
sabor.
I would to be honest I would use those words in my creative process. I would say, hey, we need to create something that, or we need to shake up this campaign. We need to call out or bring out unique features. But sometimes it is really difficult to use a specific. I mean, especially these phrasal verbs in a slogan, right? It's really hard or
Yes.
not. Yeah, you can also use different phrasal verbs. This is
Okay.
not a problem. Okay, okay. Well, let's continue. There are another words I would like to mention, and I am not sure if you use them. For example, how do you say tenemos que aprovechar la tendencia?
Uh, we have to take advantage of the trend.
Take advantage of. Eso es como que aprovecharse, sacarse ventaja. Vale,
Uh,
claro que sí.
okay.
Pero
Lever,
you, tell me,
leverage.
leverage. También,
Leverage.
verbo frasal. Lean
Lean.
what?
Lean up.
Lean, lean into,
Lean. How
lean,
do you spell lean?
lean into,
Okay. We need
lean
to lean
into.
into the trend.
Yeah. So, for example, if you check this part on TikTok, you have like insights. You need to
Okay.
lean into the new trends. They say.
Lean into.
Lean-
Aprovechar.
Exactly. Aprovecharse.
Okay. Aprovechar.
Let's check a conversation here, and let's see these words like in real context. Okay. Let's check this word in real context. If you don't understand, there is not a problem. Um, okay, let's go here. It says, "All right, before we roll out the final slogan, lanzar oficialmente before we roll out the final slogan, let's go through them one last time. Go through is like revise. We need
Okay.
to
Good.
analyze, see, them one last time. Good idea. We need to be sure they really get across the right message. Okay, have you ever made a mistake when you wanted to get across a message?
Yes, I did.
You got it? And what happened to you? What did you do?
Well, I have to.
You had to.
I have to. I had to.
You had to what?
I had to send a mail to. How can I say corregir, to make
And
it
to
up,
correct. And to correct.
to correct
But in
the
this case, I
mistake.
guess that you redid it, right?
Yes, I need to redid it.
Because yeah, it is a hard process. Because if
Yeah.
you make a mistake when you wanted to, I guess that you maybe delete the campaign. I guess because it was not useful for you. What did you do?
Um, Sometimes you can't just delete the campaign,
Mm-hmm.
but when it comes to digital platform,
Uh-huh.
you can. But
Oh,
I don't know, when we are talking about traditional media like TV, radio, or out of home,
mm-hmm.
it's not that easy.
It's not that easy. Me gusta mucho este it's not that easy. Esa edad es como no es tan fácil. Eso es más común que decir it's not so easy.
Okay.
Okay, it's more common. Okay, let's continue. Let's start with the energy drink I went for. What is go for? Have you heard that one before? Go for.
I went for yes, like me voy, well, elijo,
Exactly, like
yo elijo.
you choose. Go
Okay,
for. Elegir una opción.
okay,
Sometimes we go for maybe nostalgia. I don't know, but for example, the filmmakers You know this new movie Shrek 5, you know?
Yes.
They went for maybe a new target, you see? They
Yes.
went for, what can I say? No, they didn't go for nostalgia. Dragon Ball Daima, they went for nostalgia because
Yes.
the story is the same, but they went for nostalgia. Ellos como que escogieron la nostalgia más que otra cosa. Did you understand that part? In this case, like they choose, let's start with the energy drink. Roll out the energy, no matter the challenge. It gives a sense of movement and determination. So my piece of advice for you is that when you explain the process, when you break down the process, your strategy, your campaign, try to use these phrasal verbs. They really
Okay.
will. Okay.
Okay.
And then we
Perfect.
have here, I love it. It really brings out the dynamic feel of energy drink. Now, what about the cream and ice cream? For that one, I wrote bring out the creamy goodness in every bite. It highlights, highlights the indulgent texture. Perfect. It sounds luxurious. Let's move on to the perfume. We need something that resonates with Jumbo customers. I thought about turning your boldness self just one spray away. I suggest transformation and confident. That's a strong concept. And what do we have for alcohol free beer? I want something direct, so I went for call out the taste, not the alcohol. It makes it clear that flavor is still there. Nice, but what if we play around the wording a bit? What is the wording?
The wording is like frasear, el refraseo.
Exactly, the wording a bit, yes. Con el fraseo. No es parafraseo, sino es fraseo.
El fraseo.
Maybe even catchy. What is catchy?
Catchy es que te atrapa.
No, for example, but in Peru, when TV commercials are on TV, they say, como gusta, doña gusta, como, you know, it is really
Yes.
catchy. I don't want to learn it, but I can help it.
Pegajoso, como pegajoso.
Exactly. Que se te queda
Okay.
en tu mente por más que tú no quieras, es pegajoso, that is catchy. There are
Okay.
some songs that are catchy, you see? Sometimes
Yes.
you are not a huge fan of maybe a group, but you know the lyrics and you can
Yes.
help it.
Yes.
This is catchy. Sure, we could tweak it to call out the bold flavor, skip the alcohol. What do you think? I
And
love
Carlos,
it.
what's the meaning of tweak it? We
Tweak
could
it.
tweak it.
We could tweak it too, but in the previous one, we change it. You see, it's like change this one, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but what if we play around with the wording a bit, maybe something catchy, so we could tweak it too. Tweak it too.
Cambiarlo
What do you
a
think?
tweak to.
It's similar to change it.
Okay.
Similar to change it. Es como hacer un pequeño, no es hacer un cambio, sino es un pequeño cambio, un
Okay.
afinamiento,
Okay. Tweak
un
it.
tweak. You tweak, for example, you tweak a slogan, you tweak a headline, you tweak a design, you tweak a message, you tweak the tone, you tweak the color, you tweak.
Como
Es algo
afinar.
como que afinar, exacta,
Okay.
pero no es un cambio total, o sea, es un cambio, pero que le hacemos un cambio chiquitito.
Tweak. Okay.
Podremos
Okay.
cambiarlo un poquito, Call out the bolder flavor, skip the alcohol.
Tweak
Te das
it.
cuenta que, mira, lo cambié un poquito. What do you think? I love it. It gives you an idea, but adds more punch. I think we're ready to roll out the campaign.
Perfect. Got it.
Yeah, this is what I would say when I have a conversation in my job in this field. Okay.
Okay.
Por example, ¿cómo diríamos? Aprovechemos la tendencia de los noventas.
Eh,
Normalmente esto de aquí es para aprovechar más que de sacarle ventaja. O sea, sí es sacarle ventaja, pero normalmente es aprovecharse de una tendencia, aprovecharse de un concepto.
ok. O como sumarse a la tendencia.
Exacto. O sea, porque te sumas porque te quieres aprovechar de esa tendencia. Haces muchos
Ah,
videos, haces lean into.
lean into.
Lean
Ok.
into.
Ok.
Lean into can be a trend, lean into a style, lean into aesthetic, lean into nostalgia, lean into.
Ok.
Did you understand?
Yes.
Mm, for example, I don't know, but I don't remember the year. I guess it is in May. You know, the Pride month. When is
Yes.
it? When is it?
In June.
In June, okay, some companies, they lean into what?
Okay. Lean into the season. The
Yeah,
season.
they take advantage of the season, but they lean into this tendency or they lean into the trend. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. Lean
Okay,
into.
okay. Yo voy a usar el lean into cuando me quiero aprovechar de una tendencia, de una estética, de una moda, de una temporada, de algo que llame la atención.
Okay.
Okay.
Trends. Okay.
Um, no more. I never use. Well, I usually use lean into, but because when I record videos on TikTok, I need to lean into these audios. You see,
Yes.
it works. It works a bit, but it works okay in a percentage. You need to lean into, lean into, lean into, lean into. What about cut through? Cut through.
Cut through.
Yes, I remember that an app. You can think of an app. You can think of a product when they want to cut through maybe um, the market. You see,
Okay. Cut through.
cut through. Yes, cut through the market, cut through competition,
¿Qué
cut through.
significa?
Cut through, dime.
Sí, cut through.
Es como que destacar
Okay.
en medio de todos estos productos, en medio de todo este mercado de negocios.
Okay.
Okay. And and sometimes they need to bring back old trends. Okay, I lean into trends, but sometimes I bring back trends. Bring back. Como que
Okay.
me traigo tendencias, vuelvo a traerme audios, vuelvo a traerme eh, taglines. You can also use it. Slogans. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, I would use that word. Any question up to this point?
No, everything
So
is
now
clear.
let's put into practice. I want to practice with you a little bit.
Okay. Perfect.
¿Cómo me dirías lo siguiente? Aprovechémonos de las nostalgias de los 2000 para la campaña.
Okay. Let's lean into the nostalgic, the nostalgic,
Nostalgia, nostalgia.
nostalgia. What did you say?
Aprovechémonos o tomemos ventaja de la nostalgia de los 90s.
Okay. Let's lean into the 90s nostalgia.
Ujú. 90s nostalgia. There is a word. Okay. We say Y2K. This is an abbreviation for the year 2000.
Okay.
Okay. Is a number name that combines the letter Y for year and the number 2 and capitalized K for the C unit prefix kilo, which means 1000.
Okay.
So what is Y2K? Y2K es el año 2000.
Okay.
Entonces, cuando tú me dices, let's lean into the Y2K nostalgia,
Okay.
eso se utiliza para los años de los años 2000, for example. Okay, any questions? No, right?
No.
Entonces, lean into es cuando yo me aprovecho de qué? Me aprovecho, le saco ventaja a una tendencia, a una estética, a un concepto. Por ejemplo, ¿cómo le dirías, oye, hay que aprovecharnos del concepto minimalista?
Uh, let's lean into the
Minimalistic
minimalistic concept.
concept, the minimalistic style. Hay
Yes.
que aprovecharnos de eso, o sea, hay que usarlo.
Okay.
Okay. De repente tú ves una tendencia de pops, de POV. the point of perspective. You say, well, let's lean into the POV trend. Hay que
Okay.
aprovecharnos, hay que sacarle tendencia. You see?
Yes.
Cuando quieres destacar de un mercado, utilizas cut through. Es
Cut through.
destacar. O sea, cut through es destacar. Yo quiero destacar. Eso significa cut through. Tienes que indicarme en dónde quieres destacar. Por ejemplo, you can say, I want to cut through in the global market.
Okay.
You can say, if we want to cut through the global market, we need to come up with more creative ideas, like bring out the features and call out with amazing images with AI, for example.
Okay.
Literalmente utilicé todo, ¿no? Como que resaltar nuestras características y resaltarlos con imágenes con inteligencia artificial. ¿Te das cuenta? You can use it. Okay.
Okay.
Otro que me gustaría también enseñarte podría ser el kickoff. ¿Qué es que es kickoff?
Eh, el punto de partida.
Exacto, pero como verbo, ¿qué dirías?
Eh,
Empezar. Y significa empezar, el punto de
empezar.
partida como verbo es empezar, pero esto sí se utiliza, ¿no? Kickoff es cuando tú empiezas un proyecto, una campaña más que todo. You want to kick off the campaign, you want to kick off the summer campaign. So you need to come up with a new tagline, a killer tagline,
Killer tag.
okay? And turn up, we learned turn into, but turn up is to exaggerate, turn up, to exaggerate.
Okay. Turn up. And it's okay to say you are turning up.
You are
¿Estás
turning up. ¿Tú estás cuál?
exagerando?
No, 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 es que ese se utiliza cuando más, no, no como para nosotros. Exagerar en qué sentido una característica de repente.
Okay. Okay.
Por ejemplo, hay algunas veces donde decimos, this ad turns up the energy. Este video exagera la energía.
Okay.
You see? Do you understand that part?
Yes.
En turn up también significa subirle el volumen a algo, subirle la intensidad. Creo que por ahí viene el
Turn
término
up.
de exagerar. Turn up, sí.
Okay. Okay.
¿Cómo dirías? Necesitamos aprovecharnos de las tendencias de TikTok.
Uh, we need to lean into the TikTok trends.
Off, de lo que tú quieras, aesthetic drinks.
Okay.
Sí, I would use that word in that way.
Lean into. Okay.
Lean
Perfect.
into. Okay, 3, 2, I want to talk to you. Okay, so Pedro, how do you inspire when you want to come up with a tagline, a slogan, or just you want to brainstorm in a process?
Well, first of all, I break down the strategy to
Exactly.
find some keywords, some
In
uh,
order to, in order to find out, it's even better for me. I can find my book, I can find my cell phone, but when I'm talking about abstract ideas, I use
okay,
find out, descubrir, encontrar.
okay.
For
Find out,
ideas. Oh my gosh, it's really difficult to find out an answer for this problem.
find out, descubrir.
Find out, descubrir,
Okay,
find out the truth, find out the solution for a problem. Okay, so you break down the strategy. Did you say the strategy
yes.
in order to find out what?
In order to find keywords,
Find out
uh,
keywords. And how do you find keywords? Do you search online or what kind of websites do you use?
no, I usually break down the strategy, the strategy document
Mhm.
to find out some keywords. Uh,
Question: is that the play role? I
uh,
heard that expression today in my job. We need to read the play role. They said the
the
play
play
role.
role,
Yes, I don't know what it is, but I was like, the hell is that?
the play role. I don't know.
No, payroll, I know the word, but play role in the marketing field. Payroll. It's a platform to help us business matching in the payroll. No, payroll is different. I will ask.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is like a document, and in this document, you can find information about the stakeholders, how the process is, and what you are supposed to do. So you have the strategy. In this strategy document, you have all the steps you have to follow.
Uh, not the steps, but there is a lot of useful information
There is
for
a lot of useful information. Okay, and then
well, then I start playing around with concepts,
ah,
ideas. Uh,
exactly
yes, that's the very way for me to come up with a killer tagline.
with the killer tagline. Yeah. And do you work in a team or in this process when you break down the strategy, when you break down the process, and do you do it alone or maybe you work with another person and this person's say go ahead with this?
It depends on the project. Sometimes I do it alone, but sometimes we do a focus group.
Okay. We conduct. We use the word conduct.
We
C-O
conduct.
conduct se escribe C, no sé cómo es en español, lol. Conduct. Conduct. You conduct the focus group. Yeah.
Okay.
And how do you choose the people?
Uh, I don't want it to say focus group. I want to say brainstorm.
Okay. Because I
Okay.
guess the focus group is for potential clients or
Yes.
people they don't know. Yes. You say brainstorm. Do you
Yes.
brainstorm with your team, right?
Yes.
Okay. And how much time does it take?
Well, it also depends on the project, but it usually takes 1 or 2 hours.
1 or 2 hours. Do you use AI in the process?
Uh, I use it when I am doing the process alone.
Okay. Okay. What kind of AI do you use?
Well, I use Gemini from Google.
But you pay
And
it or
no, it's
just
for
the free
free.
version? The free
Yes,
version.
I use the free version. If I want to find out some inspiration, visual inspiration, I use Dali for
That
for
AI. Yeah.
image.
Are you in charge of the? I mean, this is part of the creative process, but do you maybe play an important role in this part of the images, the visual art?
Not really, but
Okay.
I like to play around with these tools.
You play around with these tools too, in order like to get some inspiration and they to come up with an amazing idea. Oh, that
Yes.
is really cool. That is really cool. And tell me a little bit more about you. I know that you were working on this Heineken uh, campaign long time ago with a friend or with a coworker. It was about the love. There was a Manhagian, a cacti. Do you remember? How was that project?
Yes. Well, this project is in hold on. It
Okay.
happens. It happens a lot in advertisement. So
Mm-hmm.
it's there, waiting to be roll out.
Roll out. Waiting
Yes.
to be rolled out. That's great. But you are working on a different one, right?
Yes. Now we are
Or
working
uh-huh.
in a project, uh,
On
for
a project, working on a project.
we're working on a project for Tecate.
Okay.
Yes, to tackle the
Uh-huh.
difficult situation of the deported
Immigration.
Mexicans.
Yes, I remember you mentioned that one, like in the beers, you maybe like in this case you roll out. I'm sorry, you bring out or you call out maybe the rights.
Yes, we call out the
We
rights.
call out the right because I can see it, there is an image. And you call out the rights so when they train they can see the rights.
Yes, and
Oh,
this
that's great. Is
that
that
project
over?
no, that project is also in hold on,
Okay.
because it's a little risky for the brand, so they prefer to hold on.
Okay. In this case, they prefer to, you can, there's a, it can say call off, maybe to cancel, or like a standby, you see? So you can
Okay,
say, well, this process is in a standby.
okay, standby.
Exactly.
It's in standby. Okay, yes.
And what do you think about Coca-Cola's? I mean, I don't know if this is a campaign or not, but I've been like watching videos on social media like TikTok, and people are saying that they don't want to consume Coca-Cola, the soda, because
Uh-huh.
they not support the immigrants. What's your opinion
Yes.
about that? Should Coca-Cola, what kind of strategy they should implement for this campaign or solution maybe for the problem?
I think it's a bit delicate, um,
Mm-hmm.
because the situation is complicated here in Mexico. So
Mm-hmm.
it is not only happening with Coca-Cola,
Mm-hmm.
but for all the American brands.
Mm-hmm.
So the trend now is to consume Mexican local products. So
Yes.
I don't know if it is, uh, how can I say, oportuno.
Uh, Give me examples. I don't know the word oportuno.
I don't know.
Appropriate.
Okay,
Appropriate.
I don't know if it is appropriate
Uh-huh.
for a brand like Coca-Cola to roll out some message
Mm-hmm.
to get across the people, the
To get
Mexican
across the
people.
people, get across, necesitas algo que quieres dar a entender. I want to get across a message to the people. I want to get across a campaign to the people. That would be different. Ah,
Okay.
okay. You are not sure if it is appropriate for Coca-Cola to roll out a new campaign.
Yes.
I see what you mean. So, what is
Yes.
your recommendation?
Um,
If you work in one of these big four companies, what would you do? They say,
uh,
"Hey, Pedro, we wanted to find a solution for this problem. What are we supposed to do? Help us."
well, I think it could be uh, uh, continue with their normal communication without focusing on the problem by now,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know if they roll out some kind of campaign about this this topic,
Situation. Okay.
it could be negative for the brand.
Okay. So they are between a rock and a hard place.
Yes.
Between a rock and a hard place. Okay, that's great. Ellos están entre la espada y la pared because it is a double edged
Double-edged sword.
sword. Me gustaría también decir que it's a catch 22.
Okay, catch
It's a
20.
catch 22. Es un término del golf, pero que se usa muchísimo en el término de los negocios. Un catch
Catch
22, por ejemplo, tú necesitas experiencia para encontrar un trabajo, pero para obtener experiencia necesitas un trabajo. Es un
Okay.
catch 22. Entonces, ellos, por ejemplo, quieren vender productos, pero para poder vender productos tienen que hacer campañas. En este
Mhm.
caso, ¿crees que puede ser un catch 22 o not? Mira, si te daba el ejemplo de que yo quiero conseguir un trabajo, pero necesito experiencia y para obtener experiencia necesito un trabajo.
Mhm.
So, is that a catch 22 situation or not?
I don't think so,
Why not?
because I think a brand like Coca-Cola, uh, they have a great built reputation.
Reputation, exactly.
So if they didn't roll out new campaigns, they also will still uh,
They
uh,
will still,
they will still
they will also
selling
steal.
a lot.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly. Okay, okay,
because
that's
Mexican people love Coca-Cola.
yeah.
I
It
think
has
Mexico is the most consumer country in the world for Coca-Cola.
Ok. Recuerda, consumer es el que consume. Consumption es el consumo.
Okay,
So, ¿qué querías decir?
que es el país que más consume Coca-Cola del
So,
mundo.
this is one of the country, okay, or is the most consumer country.
The
That
most
would be.
consumer country. Okay,
Yeah, recuerda, consumer el que consume. Consumption, el consumo.
okay,
Okay. Okay, Pedro, we're going to stop here. I'm sorry, I stole you
perfect.
8 minutes. See you in
Don't
our
worry.
next lesson. And before I leave, I'm sorry, before I forget, and I will send you the link because I want you to choose your schedule for next week. Maybe you want to change it, and
Okay,
that's it.
perfect.
Tomorrow we
Carlos,
have a class. If you want, you can join us.
okay, and what
It
time?
is it is on Saturdays and on Sundays from 10 a.m. 10:30 to 11:30. Just 1 hour.
Okay,
I
okay,
usually we
no,
have conversations. Let me know.
okay, perfect. No, I want to tell you something. I share your number with a friend.
Okay.
I don't know if he
If he
texts
is
you.
sending me a text me, I
Yes.
have no idea. I have no
Okay.
idea.
His name is Xavi. He is also a Peruvian living here in Mexico.
Oh, that's great. Okay,
Yes.
I will be very, very how do you say this word? Yes. I will take into account this one. I will be very focused on my WhatsApp. There
Okay.
is a word in Spanish. ¿Cómo dirías tú que vas a estar como que chequeando el celular en español otra forma? Voy a estar
Pendiente,
bien.
pendiente de mi
No, but
celular.
that word is not in English. I will hooked, eso que quería decir. I will be
Okay.
very hooked on my WhatsApp. Voy a
Okay,
estar como
perfect.
bien pegado chequeando. So if I receive a message, I will be more than happy. Okay? Thank you
Perfect.
very much for that. I really appreciate
Bye.
it, sir.
Don't worry.
Okay. Bye bye, take care. See you
Bye.
next
Take
class.
care.